This message is directly from Mahakala Bhairava. Listen. Whatever conscious lifestyle you developed, conscious muscles you built, conscious powers you acquired, accumulated till now, only that is going to be your strength in the post-corona world. Listen. All the conscious lifestyle strengths you accumulated, how much of ability to unclutch you developed, how much of powerful cognitions you built, how many hours a day you are able to keep yourself in a high state of consciousness, how many powers you are able to manifest consciously, powerfully, without self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. How much alive, life involved you are. Only these things are going to be your strength post-corona world. Listen carefully. Everything else you acquired, is not going to be with you. Corona, as I said, is not weapon, it is Shastra, knowledge. It is going to teach lessons, strong, powerful lessons to the world. It's not going to be a weapon. It's not going to kill the numbers like how you are made to believe or threatened. It may not even become world's #1 cause of death. Understand? But it is going to teach strong lessons to the world. Listen, whatever you thought you are thinking as your strength, your education, your career, your name and fame, your beauty, nothing is going to be your strength in post-corona world. Celebrities are losing their brand value, understand? Money is not going to bring all the things it used to bring to you in pre-corona world. In pre-corona world, whatever you can get by through money, post-corona world, you are not going to get that. Even if you have money, even if the money has a value, its ability to get things what you want is going to be lost drastically. If money can buy 100 items for you in pre-corona world, in post-corona world, it can buy only maybe maximum 2 or 3 things. Means the utility of the money, the ability of money to get what you want is going to be dropped 97%. Understand? I'm going to publish this video. I'm going to put this on record. Corona is not going to become #1 cause of death in the world. That's the first statement. Listen, number of deaths per year caused by cardiovascular diseases is something like 20.2 million. Directly related to heart, around 20.2 million per year. Corona is not going to kill that many number of people per year. Be very clear. It is not even going to be the world's leading cause of death. That's the first statement I am making. Second, but it is going to teach huge lessons to human beings. It teaches huge lessons to human beings. I made this statement the moment Corona pandemic started. Corona is not weapon to kill people. It is going to only teach lessons to people, strong lessons to people. It may not even become the #1 cause of death per year, but it is going to change the world forever. It's going to teach large number of lessons. I tell you, whatever you thought useful in your life really will not be useful. All the great strategies you built in your life for things which you thought as the goal of your life will not fulfill the goals of your life anymore. Old world order is melting down. If you thought money is going to take you all over the world to different places, it's going to help you to travel the world and see the world, you are fool. If you accumulated conscious power manifestation, that will help you and take you to the more places, and that will make you travel all over the world and enjoy the world than any money. People with money are not going to be able to travel. Travel is not going to be easy for you. But people with powers are going to be traveling everywhere. You are going to be invited. I tell you, my Balasans, get ready to travel all over the world, not only manifestation of people. Future is yours. Future is my Balasans' world. I am telling you. Not pride, not arrogance. Simple statement. Understand, I am neither arrogant person nor humble person. I am a simple, straightforward person. Village boy from Tiruvannamalai, a Hindu spiritual village boy. So understand, your money, your beauty, your education, your career, your awards, rewards, all achievements. Nothing is going to have value in post-corona world. I am making it very clear. It's a message from Kalabhairava. Listen. Old world order is melting down. Understand every statement I am making. Corona is not going to become the leading cause of deaths in the world every year. Because Corona has not come to the world as a weapon to kill human beings, but it is going to teach large number of lessons. Money, even if it is able to retain its value, like a currency value, what is that you do exchange, that even if the exchange value of the currency is retained, maintained artificially, its utility value in your life is going to drastically drop. Not just little bit, drastically. Even if the exchange rates are maintained artificially, money's ability to get what you want in your life, what has been taught to you as a pleasure, joy, security, whatever, what for you work for money. You work for money your whole life. You strategize for money. You plan for money. What for? Because you expect money will give you certain security, medical care, and certain kind of a stability. It will buy you all the things which give you joy, pleasure, luxury, comfort, happiness. Whatever you think, you will get it through money. Money has lost its ability to buy all that for you. Even if you are a billionaire, you will not be able to travel as freely as it used to be in pre-corona world. Your whole world is going to be reduced just to digital screens. Of course, digital companies, the digital-based products and companies are going to just shoot up the value. All digital-based assets, products, everything is going to just go up, because the whole world is going to be reduced to the digital interaction. I tell you, whole world is going to be reduced to digital interaction. There is something going to evolve called new normal. Your money's ability to buy, get what you think as pleasure is going to drop drastically, more than 97%. Listen carefully. A power manifesting Balasant is going to travel to more number of countries and places than a billionaire. In pre-corona world, a power manifesting Balasant can travel to the level of millionaire. If somebody has $1 million, how much he can travel all over the world, that much a power manifesting Balasant can travel. Now in post-corona world, a power manifesting Balasant will travel and meet people, do power demonstration, heal people, help people consciously to the level only billionaire can travel. That is why I told you, each power manifesting Balasant is equivalent to billionaire. All the statements I made, each power manifesting Balasant is equivalent to billionaire. All this will be proved as a truth post-corona world. I am telling you. Only the conscious muscles you built, means power manifesting science, consciousness based lifestyle, only these assets which you accumulated till now is going to be valuable and life supporting for you in the post-corona world. The world is going to go through a huge shift. Many things which were valuable in pre-corona world is going to be absolutely dirt in post-corona world. I don't know how many of you know. Top 4 airlines have declared bankruptcy. Top 4 airlines, because flying is not going to be same as it used to be in pre-corona world. People are going to suddenly become rich and suddenly become poor. Anything you built digital based, you are going to be rich 1,000 times more. If you are today $1 million worth, a digital company, digital based company, $1 million worth, you are just going to become $1 billion worth. Understand, I am responsibly making every statement. I am responsible for the statements I am making now. Every time when I said I am responsible for the statement I am making, exactly that statement was proven true and it became reality. If it was a prophecy, prediction, it became reality properly on time. If it was a statement, it was established as a truth by many scientific researchers' discoveries, maybe in later days. E is not equivalent to MC square is not something I uttered few years before. In 2002, just see my first video recorded Anandaspurana program in Tamil, 2002 February, done in Erode. Go and see that video. If you know Tamil, you can understand. In that video, I am saying E equal to MC square is not the truth. From 2002, I am talking. And now recently scientists are saying, yes, E equal to MC square is not complete truth. That something is missing. 2002, I said. And now scientists are proving. Multiple research papers are coming out. Listen. Now mark my words. All digital assets are going to become 1,000 times more valuable. Real estate is going to literally crash. Wealthy people are going to become poor and poor people are going to become wealthy. This confused, not even logical, confused, terrorizing, horrible changes are going to happen. Even if you become wealthy, that wealth is not going to bring you what you want. I am telling you. Corona is going to teach straightforward, simple truths ferociously. Listen. It's going to teach all the truths, the spiritual truths, whatever is revealed by Paramashiva in Upanishads, all of that, the situation created by Corona is going to teach us. We are going to be taught all those truths in a simple but ferocious way. That's it. Listen, each of my Balasant is going to fly in chartered planes to do power demonstration and heal people all over the world. Even billionaires will not be able to afford it. Understand, I am recording all these statements and putting it in public because I am going to prove it in next few months. Maybe your parents can assist, come with you to wash your clothes and take care of you as your sevaks, the asandari. Listen carefully. The future is only for two products. Consciousness-based products, power manifestation, consciousness-based lifestyle teachings. If you are able to teach consciousness-based products by giving experience, you do power manifestation and you make them do the process, rasa siddham, and they do power manifestation. If you are able to do this, you have a future. Second, if your products are digital based, you have a future. Only these two has a future. No one, nothing else has a future. I'm telling you, I'm putting it on record. All the ideas of passport, visa is going to collapse. All the ideas of passport, visa is going to collapse because nobody will be able to travel. If somebody is able to want to travel, the travel is going to be so costly, so highly only needed on demand basis. No country will stop you visiting their country. No country will bother about passport. I tell you, if you are able to manifest one power, you have a universal passport. I guarantee all my Balasans, you have a universal passport which has access to any country. No country will stop you, every country will welcome you. The idea of passport and visa, citizenship is going to be wiped out from planet Earth. Hey, all this Kalabhairava revealed. That is why with so much of clarity, I am spelling it out and putting it on record. I also know the people who have enmity towards me, the abuser culinary gang, regularly watches the satsang classes, sessions more than any of you, and they record. I am putting it on record, and I am going to record this and publish it. The idea of passport, visa, all these are going to be irrelevant, redundant. Money is not going to get you the citizenship in the country you want. But if you learn one power manifestation, it will get you the citizenship, highest civilian award in any country you want. Just learn only one power manifestation. If you are able to demonstrate one powerful proof, you are universal citizen. I can get you citizenship in any country you want. There are tons of things which money cannot buy is going to be available for people who built conscious powers. superconscious powers. Focus your time, energy on just these two things. One, power manifestation, means the consciousness, spiritual consciousness, power manifesting based lifestyle and power manifestation. Second, if you have time and you want to do something socially with world, work in the digital platform. Only that has a future, because the whole world's contact with human beings and human beings' contact with the world is going to be drastically reduced, and 80% of the contact with human beings and the world is going to be digital. 80% of the experiences of the people with the human world is going to be digital. So if you want money, work in the digital world. If you want life, work in the consciousness world. Today morning only Kalabhairava showed me clearly how nicely last 10 years, from 2010, he is preparing me and the Sangha for the post-corona world. Understand, only these two is going to have a value. One, consciousness-based products like power manifestation or all other products which is going to increase consciousness in you. Second, digital, whole world education, joys, pleasure, happiness, entertainment, everything is going to become digital. Even tourism is going to become digital. You will be given a digital tour, that's all. Everything is going to become digital. Even the medical world, lot is going to become digital. Augmented reality and virtual reality is going to become the new normal reality. Only these two is going to have the future. Consciousness based and digital. Understand? Large infrastructures built for human beings gathering is going to become absolutely useless. Absolutely useless. Large cities are going to be absolutely useless. This culture of moving towards a city is drastically going to collapse. The reverse migration which is happening now in India is going to become a lifestyle. Heavily crowded cities are no more going to become the attraction point. They are no more going to be the attraction point. Mega city concepts are dead. The future is going to be just island cities. Small, 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 small. Happy, peaceful community settlements where the interacting with human beings is your choice, not a forced need of your day-to-day life. People are going to move and live in that kind of places where the interaction with other human beings is your choice, not the force or demand. See, if you are living in cities like Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi, Calcutta, just because you need to go to your job, every morning you need to get up from your home and go to your office, societally you are forced to interact with thousands of people. The risk of infection is thousands of times higher. So all these kind of infrastructures where human interaction is mandatory is going to lose its power over people, lose its glamour over people. Human interaction on voluntary based, only that kind of lifestyle is going to evolve. People are going to move more towards villages, and where if you want, you can meet people. If not, you don't need to meet people. You don't even need to see people. Exactly as I decided my lifestyle 2 years before. I told you, world has no other choice, universe has no other choice other than to follow me. You guys trolled me and made fun of me. Just follow me. Okay, you trolled me, you made fun of me, enough, all that silly games. Come on, now follow me. Human interaction on need basis, lifestyle, that kind of settlement, that kind of environment, that kind of housing, that kind of a places is only going to become popular. The mandatory, human interaction based, mandatory and unnecessary. See, even if you have to work to earn salary, you may need to meet only your boss. Only that is mandatory. And few co-workers, handful, maybe 5, 6. But if you are living in a city like a Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi, Calcutta, unnecessarily you need to meet thousands of people, see thousands of people, be among thousands of people during your travel, and for multiple other reasons, even though you don't want. So all the unnecessary and non-mandatory human interaction based infrastructures are going to lose its power over people. People don't want any more mandatory human interaction based cities, places anymore. Lots of new understanding about life. I should say ancient understandings will be implemented now in life. All my devotees, whoever listens to my advice, focus your time, energy, talent, everything just in these two. Building digital assets, digital based profession, consciousness based lifestyle. Spend more time nicely building your body through yoga. Building your conscious muscles means ability to be without solid food. I tell you, feed your body with very good nutrients, vitamins, minerals, all in liquid form. Soon science will prove why I insist on liquid form and fasting, keeping yourself away from solid food. Understand? Listen carefully. If you are physically active, working out, working in the field and doing agriculture, construction work, physically active, solid food is good for you. If you are not physically active, you are only sitting whole day, using your brain, heart, emotions, your other components of you other than your body. You are not physically active, but you are active in the other ways, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, visually, creatively. If you are that kind of person, 99% of my disciples are that kind of people who are not physically active, who are not physically working. For you, liquid diet is the best lifestyle. You will become 1,000 times more creative. Your consciousness will reach higher and higher state when you cut down solid food. I am not saying deny food. Give a very rich nutrients, vitamins, minerals, very rich food, healthy food to your body, liquid. Liquid. Don't eat solid. When you start giving us a liquid, you will take very minimal, because it is more like a aushadha. It's not like a tasty, it's tasty. You will not eat for tongue, you will eat for body. Shifting, eating for health, not for taste, will be achieved in your life when you shift the liquid diet from solid food. Less eating is the best way to live long. Thousands of researchers have come. Now I'm showing you an article. Thousands of researchers have proved eating less is the best way to live long. And more conscious lifestyle capabilities and powers. Listen. Conscious lifestyle possibilities and powers. This is going to be your greatest asset and strength. Consciousness-based possibilities means ability to do intense yoga and keep your body usable. See, my body is usable for me. What is my purpose? I need to sit 20 hours a day and teach classes, programs, do the dialed avatar calls, interact with people, initiate them. For that my body is perfectly ready. 20 hours a day I can nicely sit in Padmasana and I don't even need to move my body. I can just sit like this 20 hours a day and do my work very highly, completely focused on the subject I am talking. I can just download truths after truths after truths and go on be sharing with you 20 hours sitting like this per day. If you watch my 2002 classes, satsangs, discourses, sessions, you will see the same thing. No, not even backrest. At least now I have a backrest, but I am not using it. I am not leaning on it. I have stopped leaning on the backrest. Backrest is there as a symbol, as a respect. But there is a big gap between the backrest and my body. No back support. Backrest is not back support. You can see me sitting the same way in my first ASP, video recorded ASP in 2002, stably like this for hours. And now, literally 42, I can sit like this for hours and go on doing my job. What I am expected to do. What I have committed to the world to do. Healthy body means 20 hours a day you should be able to do the job which you are expected to do without tiredness, boredom, irritation, anything. Build conscious mind means no violence. I tell you, all violence is nothing but iron deficiency. See, if you are feeling violent, if you are feeling angry, if you are feeling frustrated about anything, just take neem juice every day. Feeling violence, anger, frustrated, irritated is just iron deficiency. Do not support your anger. Do not feel somebody's reason for your anger. If you do false diagnosis, you will never be healed. Hey, all my balasans, at least you guys listen to me. At least you guys listen to me. If you are feeling angry, frustrated, violent about anything, be very clear, external reason is false. Internal reason, iron deficiency, leaky guts, these are the reason. Just take neem juice, take haritaki, take sesame seed balls. Sesame seed oil is an amazing healer. Supply the nutrients, minerals, vitamins, healthy food to your body organically, naturally. All external reasons you show for your anger, violence, frustration is false. If you just take neem juice, if you just supply enough iron for your body, vitamins, minerals, suddenly you will see your anger, violence, frustration has no meaning. Do not stupidly lose your divine status by acknowledging, logically cognizing external persons or situations as reason for your anger, violence, frustration. Hey, balasans, at least you guys listen. I am talking for you. This will be great help for you guys to remove the violence. Listen, early morning when you are the one becoming many, that is what is waking up state. See, waking up is nothing but one becoming many. When one becomes many, it should always be pleasant. I am becoming many to enjoy me. If you have anger, violence, hatred towards somebody, you will become many only to hurt yourself. Then you will live a demonic life. Become many to enjoy yourself. You will live a blissful life like Paramashiva. One real incident happened in my life. Once I was sitting with Arunagiri Yogeshwara, my guru. Understand, this is very important incident. Listen carefully. Sit straight and listen carefully. I'll describe as it is. One elderly person come into the scene. Why I am calling it as a scene, you know, I always observed, within the Dvatashanta, means Arunagiri Yogeshwara gave me darshan as a 6 feet form. Normally, sometimes he will look too big, but 6 feet form is the normal form. I should say maybe 6'5", like that. That is the form. 12 times of his size is height. Like a 12 into 6.5 or 6 roughly. You can keep it as 6. 6 into 12. That many feet, 72 feet. Within that 72 feet, if somebody comes and seen by me also and him also, that person is from Kailasa. He can see us, we can see him. But once he moves from 72 feet, no, he will not be seen by me, but he will be seen only by him, Arunagiri Yogeshwara. And outsiders cannot see him. Listen carefully. That his Dwadashanta, his breathing space, is so powerful, no outsider can see him even when I am sitting with him. That is why the temple watchman, Rajendran, Tiruvannamalai temple watchman Rajendran, he says, I used to see Swamiji will be sitting and talking alone in front of Arunagiri Yogeshwara's Jiva Samadhi for a long time, morning till evening. But I don't know with whom he is talking. So ordinary people cannot see him. When people walk into his breathing space, if they are from Kailasa, I can see them, they can see me, they can see him. All three can see each other. So one person like that, elderly person, walked in, kept some edible items like a murukku, some few items. So I was sitting with Arunagiri Yogeshwara and listening to him. He was talking something. After some time, very casually, and I had a very intimate relationship with him. He's literally part of me and I am part of him. Casually, without him telling me, instructing me, this is the place where I used to usually sit with him. Exactly the place where I am sitting, he used to sit. And I'll sit the next step down. This is the place where we usually sit and have interactions. Listen carefully now. Now let me tell you. Casually, I took that murukku, some items, and put it in my mouth and started eating. He was teaching something very powerful. And he uttered some mantras, very powerful sound mantras. But I was trying to crush the murukku in my mouth. Because of that murukku sound, I did not hear that mantra. So I just asked him, means to repeat the mantra. He is an extremely sweet person. He became ferocious and said in Tamil, Tingarada nirthu. Literally my whole being was shaken. He told, Tingarada nirthu. It means, literal translation is stop snacking. That snacks, when you eat, that process is called Tingaradu. That which makes sound, the murukku and all that snacks, Indian snacks, when you eat, it will make sound in the mouth. So because of that sound, I missed some of the mantras he was uttering. Actually, if you eat murukku, you will understand exactly what I am saying. The sound which your mouth, the sound which murukku makes inside your mouth, you will not be able to hear others talking. So I missed some syllables, some of the bija mantras, and asked him, means when I just said, it means I am asking him to repeat. I missed the sound, so please repeat. He became so ferocious and very strong screaming voice, Tingarada nirthu. Fortunately, he has already blessed me with a simple obedience. Just my spontaneous reaction was, I spat the whole thing. Means I just spat the whole thing, threw the whole thing out. And the next thing I did, I just picked up his finger and put it in my mouth to remove whatever is stuck in my mouth, to make sure it doesn't go inside, it goes outside. So whatever, I took his finger and put it in my mouth to clean. Let all that go out. Let your instructions be absolutely executed by your grace. I am here with absolute simple obedience. I did not think and do all this action. I just know simple obedience. And no anger, no reaction, no fear, no violence, no resistance, nothing. Actually, he was screaming, ferocious with me. I was very romantic. The romance was my response for his ferociousness. Will you have a guts when even your mother or father screaming at you, will you have a guts to pick up their hand and put it in your mouth and clean your teeth? Fortunately, he has blessed me with absolute simple obedience. That simple obedience, I just spat the whole thing, whatever was in my mouth, and picked up his hand, put the finger and cleaned my teeth, whatever was deep inside, stuck. Two things happened. It just cooled down. His whole response to me cooled down. Of course, surely is Paramashiva, the whole space is different, and he was testing me, all that I know. I'm telling you the exact as it happened. And the way then he took another hand and held my head with one hand, and actually I took the left hand, his left hand, and put it in my mouth to clean my mouth, to get the small bits out of whatever was stuck in my teeth. So he took his right hand and held my head and nicely cleaned. Like just it did here, there, and the whole thing came out, and I spat the whole thing. It all happened, maybe the whole incident, I can say 10 minutes. He said, I was just checking. I know for sure you are in oneness with me. Understand? First, I did not think, let me swallow whatever I already put in my mouth. No. I made a big mess of taking it and putting it in my mouth without his permission, before he told. I did a mess. It's a big mess. I should not have taken his presence for granted, his teaching for granted, his initiation for granted, and just picked up and put it in my mouth. It was a mess. Big mess. And then when I missed the syllable, the sound, Bija Mantra, he was actually chanting few Bija Mantra in between the instruction to initiate me. And I missed that Bija Mantra because of that Murku sound, Kadamada sound. When I asked him, when he became ferocious and gave the instruction, literally screamed, Tingarada Nirthu. I did not plan strategically, let me just swallow whatever is in the mouth. No. Simple obedience. Just pat. Next, I have to clean whatever is in the mouth. How much ever I try to clean on my own, it will not be complete. So let me take his help to execute his instruction. Took the finger and put in the mouth. Absolute intimacy and romance. Not, I am very clear, he is ferocious for my good, he doesn't hate me or he is not angry with me. Trusting your guru, he is not angry with you, he doesn't hate you, is guru-disciple relationship. That is the basis for simple obedience. I just know he doesn't hate me. He is not angry with me. He is just training me. And the whole thing only opened up in me as an intense love and romance. So I just picked up his hand, put it in my mouth and started cleaning my mouth, requesting him to help me to execute Guru Vak, his instruction. He was ferocious. His ferociousness invoked intense trust and romance in me. That is the source of simple obedience. Simple obedience. Not strategic. Not thinking, oh, let me swallow this much, I will not put next hand in my mouth. Next handful I will not put. I will not take more, but whatever is in the mouth, let me swallow it. No. Simple obedience. No justification. No anger. No violence. Simple obedience. After cleaning my mouth, actually he held with the right hand my head and with the left hand he cleaned. I could see very clearly everything just came out. And I spat it out. He just hugged me. That's it. I know the intense oneness. I bless you all with this oneness, keeping Arunagiri Yogeshwara as a witness. I am bringing that Akashic record from past to present and making it happen with all of you. Let all of you experience this oneness with Arunagiri Yogeshwara. I am blessing all of you, every one of you. Not just my Gurukul kids. I am blessing each one of you with the grace and blessings of Arunagiri Yogeshwara. Let Mahadeva, Paramashiva, I pray to him, Prabhu, manifest intense oneness, sweet oneness, which you showered on me. Let that past become present now and manifest each one sitting with me all over the world. Each one sitting with me all over the world manifest that same oneness with you. Mahadeva, Prabhu, Paramashiva, Sami, That is the way I address him. I never addressed him as Paramashiva. I have not even addressed him as Arunagiri Yogeshwara. I addressed him only as Swami. Now, I am calling you as same Swami. Manifest. Bless everyone with that same oneness. Let that past become present. Let you manifest the same oneness with all. The most intimate word, largest number of times I used and you responded is Swami. I am calling you with that same word, Swami. Manifest the same oneness you gave me to all.
பரமஞான ஒளியில் குழந்தை ஜொலி ஜொலித்தது. பரமஹம்ச நித்யன் என்னும் பெயரும் பெற்றது. கருணை மலையில் அழகு கடவுள் அவதரித்தது. கருணை மலையில் அழகு கடவுள் அவதரித்தது. கடவுள் அவதரித்தது. கடவுள் அவதரித்தது. ரசித்தது. துரு துருப்பாய் நித்யனே எங்கும் விதம் ரசித்தது. தங்கமகன் நித்யன் தெய்வம் என்றுணர்ந்தது. தங்கமகன் நித்யன் தெய்வம் என்றுணர்ந்தது. கருணை மலையில் அழகு கடவுள் அவதரித்தது. கருணை மலையில் அழகு கடவுள் அவதரித்தது. கடவுள் அவதரித்தது. கடவுள் அவதரித்தது. பாலக பரவசத்தில் ஆழ்ந்திட பூமி காக்கும் நித்தியனை நான் வாரி அணைத்திட பூமி காக்கும் நித்தியனை நான் வாரி அணைத்திட கருணை மலையில் அழகு கடவுள் அவதரித்தது கருணை மலையில் அழகு கடவுள் அவதரித்தது கடவுள் அவதரித்தது கடவுள் அவதரித்தது செய்திட விடமச்செயலில் நித்யன் என்னை வசியம் செய்திட வாழ்வின் வேதம் வேறில்லை என்றே கொண்டாடிட வாழ்வின் வேதம் வேறில்லை என்றே கொண்டாடிட கருணை மலையில் அழகு கடவுள் அவதரித்தது கருணை மலையில் அழகு கடவுள் அவதரித்தது மழலை பேச்சில் மறை நான்கின் சாரமுறுத்திட மனத நிலைக்குள் நிறுத்தும் ஞானம் சேர்த்து விளக்கிட தெய்வ கருத்தில் அன்னை எந்தன் மதிமயங்கிட தெய்வ கருத்தில் அன்னை எந்தன் மதிமயங்கிட கடல்கள் பற்றி ஆனந்தமாய் சரணடைந்திட கடல்கள் பற்றி ஆனந்தமாய் சரணடைந்திட கருணை மலையில் அழகு கடவுள் அவதரித்தது கருணை மிகுந்த அன்னை என்னும் வரமளித்தது கருணை மலையில் அழகு கடவுள் அவதரித்தது கருணை மிகுந்த அன்னை என்னும் வரமளித்தது தலைவனாய் அழைக்க மனம் ஒரு தருணம் தலைவனாய் அழைக்க கருணையில் நித்யன் கருணையில் இறங்கினார் மனம் ஒரு தருணம் தலைவனாய் அழைக்க கருணையில் நித்யன் கருணையில் இறங்கினார் அகமதன் இருளை க்ஷணமது கலைந்து மகதிட தியானமதை நித்யன் வழங்கினார் அகமதன் இருளை க்ஷணமது கலைந்து மகதிட தியானமதை நித்யன் வழங்கினார் பணிவோடு கனிவாய் அன்புடன் வணங்க நித்யனின் தாசன் நீ என அருளினார் பணிவோடு கனிவாய் அன்புடன் வணங்க நித்யனின் தாசன் நீ என அருளினார் பிறவியின் உயர்ந்த பயனதை அடைய பரவசம் மிகுந்த நிலைக்கென்னை உயர்த்தினார் பிறவியின் உயர்ந்த பயனதை அடைய பரவசம் மிகுந்த நிலைக்கென்னை உயர்த்தினார் மனம் ஒரு தருணம் தலைவனாய் அழைக்க கருணையில் நித்யன் கருணையில் இறங்கினார்
Now you can all manifest powers now. Today I want you to manifest 6 powers. All third eye related, intensely focused. Listen carefully. Opening third eye with intense energy will awaken multiple powers. So focus the 6 third eye powers today. And the solar eclipse day, I am going to give a special power manifestation mantra diksha. In Tamil we say Vishakkadi Ninga Mandiram. Means the mantra and power manifestation initiation I am going to give you on solar eclipse day. If you use them, you will be able to heal any of the poisonous biting. All the poisons will become powerless in front of you. With this mantra you can clear any poison. Listen, it is a very powerful mantra. I'll initiate all of you and the procedure, both. So on the solar eclipse time, I'll be initiating all of you with the time, date. Now the message will be put in the Facebook page. Please all of you share. Listen carefully. Listen to this carefully. I told all my Gurukul Balasans to read that article. Where a Chennai scientist claims connection between COVID-19 and solar eclipse. See, I want to tell you few things. Few things which Dr. K.L. Sundar Krishna says, the scientist says, I am going to support and acknowledge, but that does not mean I am not supporting or acknowledging other points he makes. Other points he makes, I have no idea, I don't know about it. So whatever is confirming with my experience, I am going to support it. I am going to explain it. Listen to this. As he says that during the solar eclipse that some energy fusion happening. Actually you can't use the word transmission or fusion or fission. All those words have very less meaning and smaller definition. We should just say energy happening and leave it. Listen carefully. There is an energy happening during the eclipse time. And this virus kind of things does have the planetary interventions. Listen carefully. See, he says the virus has occurred from the upper atmosphere due to the interplanetary force variation. A new alignment in which the earth has created a conducive atmosphere for the first neutrons with no charge in nature are coming out of most fission energy from sun, said Krishna, adding, they may have started nucleating with foreign absorbing material which could be nucleus of the biomolecule, bionuclear interaction taken place in the upper atmosphere. The mutation of the biomolecular structure, protein, might have been possible source of this virus. This is the Sundar Krishna's presentation. I want all of you to read this article. First thing, I am in awe and absolutely appreciate his clarity. I give my humble respects to his intelligence, his sarasvatya, panditya, his knowledge. I bow down to his knowledge. Many things he is saying whatever I understood, which is connecting and matching with my Shastra Pramana, my knowledge about the cosmos from my enlightenment, Shastra Pramana and Apta Pramana, I will present it to all of you. Listen. Whatever he says, I'll read out once more. These lines. The virus has occurred. I'm reading out the article published in Hindustan Times. The virus has occurred from the upper atmosphere due to the interplanetary force variation. I agree with this absolutely, and it is truth. A new alignment in which the earth has created a conducive atmosphere. That's also true. For the first, neutrons with no charge in nature are coming out of most fission energy from the sun. True. They may have started nucleating with a foreign absorbing material, which could be a nucleus of biomolecule, bionuclear interaction taken place in the upper atmosphere. The mutation of the biomolecular structure, protein, might have been possible source of this virus. Listen. Whatever he said, I absolutely agree, it is true. I am only adding one more point. I will also project the link to that article. Please read. Listen. See, normally, if a male component, semen, and the female component, if they match, if they meet in some open place, it will not become a child, it will not become a life, it will not become a baby. But in a space, in the mother's womb, when the male component and female component meet, life happens. That atmosphere, the space which makes the life happen, is called Chit, Chidakasha. Listen carefully. Chit, Chidakasha is the fifth dimension of the universe. Actually, fifth dimension. But in the modern day scientists, because they start telling time is the fourth and space is the fifth, sometimes I tell Chit as a sixth dimension for your understanding. But as per the cosmic reality, that space is actually inside time itself. The time space is one and the same. It's not separate in Hindu tradition. In the cosmos, in actual cosmos, time and space are same dimension. So length, breadth, depth, time space is fourth dimension. Chit is the fifth dimension, Chidakasha. Chidakasha is the space where the life is generated consciously. It is not dead mechanical, chemical actions and reactions. Listen. Now, whatever the scientist is describing, that is happening in a place where Chit is making it alive. That Chit is Parashakti Mahamari. So, if we connect with Parashakti Mahamari, she can completely heal the coronavirus. She can heal the coronavirus. Understand? This whole process which he is describing is not dead chemical, just ordinary chemistry process. It is happening in a place called Chit, Chidakasha. Remember this example. All the male component, female component meeting does not become a child, baby, life. New life does not happen, because for the new life to happen, both the male component and female component need to meet in a space called Chit, consciousness. In that dimension, if both meet, only then it becomes life, new life. Same way, what Dr. Krishna says, this process has happened in Chit. That expression is Mahamari. Mahamayi Parashakti Mahamari. If we connect with her and pray to her and request her to heal us and the planet Earth, she is a conscious happening who listens to our prayers and responds to us. She is not just some dead chemical process, no. Conscious happening. She can decide and free us from corona, liberate us from corona. That is why I was insisting on Pachapatni Vratam, prayer to Mariamman. So understand, Chit, consciousness, is the space of Mahamayi Parashakti. She can control, clean corona if we can pray to her, connect with her through Pachapatni Vratam and all other prayers. And I tell you, Mahamari worship in south, Jagannatha worship in Orissa, means east, Kalabhairava worship in north. All these are directly related to protecting ourselves from this virus, pandemics, diseases, this large killing epidemics, pandemics, kind of diseases. That whole worship, all these three worship is a science of protecting ourselves from all pandemics, epidemics, this kind of coronavirus, kind of a mass killing diseases, mass killing diseases, pandemics. So understand, I request all my disciples, follow your country's laws, follow the rules and regulations of your country. I cannot interfere in your country's rules, regulations, laws, and I will not interfere also. Along with following your country's laws, rules, regulations, if you can add and do puja of these three worships as much as your country law allows. In the south, Mahamayi puja. All the 4 states has this. Devi worship. That science using neem, turmeric, firewalking, fasting, all this used in every village. The name may be different. Some places Muttu Mariyamman, some places Mahamariyamman, some places Sandana Mariyamman, some places Isakki Mariyamman, and some places Mahakaliyamman. In Andhra they do something called Bommalu, Bonam festival. And exactly the Bonam, the rituals and methods done in Andhra and Tamil Nadu, Puchudal, Pumidittal, all that exactly the same methodology, same science, same methodology. The deity names are only different. Same way the North Kalabhairava Puja and East Jagannatha's worship, all of it follows the same signs. Different local indigenous names and traditions. In Kerala they call it Velichappadu. I request all the Hindus to do all these worships as much as possible to reduce the negative impact of corona on life and livelihood, both. Bonalu in Andhra also is same as the worship of Mariamman in Tamil Nadu. In Telangana, Yellamma. Yellamma is Yellamma, in Tamil Nadu, Yellayamma. It's actually my mother's family deity, Yellamma. My mother's name itself is Yellammal. Yellayammal in Tamil and Yellamma in Andhra. Bonalu festival, Jatra. All these are direct signs of healing the pandemics, epidemics, the coronavirus kind of diseases. Bonalu involves the worship of Mother Goddess. Maisamma, Pochamma, Yellamma, Beddamma, Dukkalamma, Angalamma, Poleramma, Mariamma, Nukalamma, all. Anyhow, please try to do all these pujas, rituals, worships as much as your country's laws and legalities allows. But wherever it is allowed, I will really encourage people to do all these worships. Any country, Rath Yatra is allowed. I request that country's Nityananda Sangha to make Jagannath Rath Yatra happen this year, because in India Jagannath Rath Yatra is stayed in Puri. I read the news. Whichever country your law allows, the rules are allowing, please inform me. That country Nityananda Sangha should conduct Jagannath Rath Yatra this year, because the traditions should not be lost. Wherever our Kailasa Nityananda Sangha is there, please approach your government. Any government gives permission, we should conduct Rath Yatra this year. Jagannath Rath Yatra, we can't afford to stop the worship of Jagannatha. It is direct signs of healing and protecting all of us from these pandemics and epidemics. So, in India it is not possible because the Supreme Court has stayed Jagannath Rath Yatra this year. All other country, our Nityananda Sangha should try to approach your local government and get permission. Any country gets permission, inform me. We should do Rath Yatra in that country. Same way, any country gives permission for firewalking, inform me. We should do Mariamman Puja and do firewalking. And let's pray to the beings, gods of Kailasa, to heal the world, protect all of us from the negative impacts of corona on life and livelihood, both. With this, please do the power manifestation. I'll continue to initiate in further sessions and satsangs. Now you can all manifest third eye, remote viewing, body scanning, mind reading, consciousness over matter, clairvoyance. All the 6 powers with this strong, powerful initiation, with the grace of Arunagiri Yogeshwara. All of you can manifest powers. So, now with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living, Shuddhatvaita Saivam. The state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.